It started, as so many of my questionable but wonderful decisions do, late at night on eBay. I have a thing for old tech. The small, personal gadgets that once held entire worlds. This time, it was a fourth-generation iPod Nano. The kind you hold and instantly remember 1,000 songs, 1,000 moments. Softly. It felt like holding a piece of my own past. Chromatic blue, $12. I clicked buy it now before my brain could talk me out of it. A week later, a small padded envelope arrived. Inside, the little blue rectangle. My thumb found the click wheel. I panicked. What if it didn't turn on? I plugged it in and waited. The screen flickered. The Apple logo appeared. It chimed. It was alive. The click 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 of the wheel was pure nostalgia. Music, videos, photos, extras. Suddenly it was 2008 again. This was before our phones became our everything, before algorithms decided what we should hear. I didn't wipe it. That would be like finding a diary and tearing out all the pages. The previous owner's name was still there, Caro's iPod. I said the name out loud. It felt like an introduction. I navigated to the music library, heart thumping with a strange, voyeuristic excitement. I was about to meet her, or at least the version of her that existed in song, and that's where the story really began. The music library was a perfect snapshot of a mid-2000s teenager's heart. Paramore, Fall Out Boy, Coldplay, early Taylor Swift, softly with warmth. Each playlist, a chapter title, gentle pause, Summer, a 09 road trip, study sesh, You Suck, Jake, each one a mood, a memory. I smiled. I'd made playlists just like these. It felt intimate, almost invasive, but also familiar. Caro and I were strangers, but we spoke the same language, using music to survive being human. Some playlists were cryptic. Driving W/Dad was classic rock, warm, nostalgic. Hospital waiting room was short, somber, heavy. A reminder this was a real person's life. I felt a pang of empathy. I was rooting for Caro. Then I saw it, a playlist in all caps. Grandma's house, safe. The word safe felt loud, like a password, a place of refuge. Why would a place need to be labeled safe unless other places weren't? The playlist was short, mostly lullabies, but the last track wasn't a song, its title 08162010. My curiosity spiked. What was Caro trying to remember or hide? I pressed play. There was a moment of silence, then a whisper, so close I could hear her breath. If you found this, I guess I'm not here anymore, she whispered. Don't be sad. Just remember. Go to the willow tree, the one by the angel. Tell her I miss her. The voice was young, trembling but determined. It was Caro. She was leaving a message for someone, or anyone. The password is my name, the day we said goodbye, and what she always called me. Find me there, August 16th. It's important, please. The recording ended. Silence. Suddenly this wasn't just nostalgia, it was a plea, a map, a mystery. I played it again and again, searching for clues, the dog barking, the rustle of a jacket, the waver in her voice. Go to the willow tree, the one by the angel. August 16th, 2010. The password, a riddle wrapped in a memory. I felt a responsibility. Caro had trusted her story to this device, and now it was in my hands. I had to try, I had to find her, I had to know. The iPod was no longer just a gadget, it was a lifeline, and I was holding on. My mission began. I turned to Reddit, posting the story and the whispered message. The response was instant. People were captivated, offering theories and support. Someone suggested the password might unlock an old email or cloud account. The day we said goodbye, 08162010, seemed key, but what did her grandmother call her? We tried every nickname. Sunshine, Sweetheart, Angel, Star. Nothing worked. Days passed. Then a clue in the Driving W/Dad playlist, a song called My Little Sparrow. Sparrow. It clicked. I tried an old cloud storage site. Username Caro Sparrow, password Caro 08162010 Sparrow. I hit enter. The page refreshed. I was in. One folder, one file, a scanned funeral program. The name, Eleanor May Gable. Below it, a location Greenwood Cemetery, Havenwood, Ohio. The mystery had a destination. I packed my bag. I was going to Havenwood. I was going to find Caro's willow tree. Havenwood, Ohio, a 6-hour drive. The date from the iPod, August 16th, was 2 months away. It felt like an appointment, not a suggestion. I told the Reddit community. They cheered me on. I listened to Caro's playlists on the drive, feeling the weight of her story. I arrived the night before, then found Greenwood Cemetery in the morning. I walked through rows of headstones until I saw it, a huge weeping willow, a stone angel, and Eleanor's grave. Sitting on a bench was a woman with dark curly hair. She looked up as I approached. I held up the blue iPod, her eyes widened, a slow, disbelieving smile. "I never thought anyone would actually come," she said, voice trembling. We sat together, strangers connected by a $12 piece of plastic and a collection of songs. The past and present met under the willow tree. Caro's story was no longer lost. It was alive. Her name was Caroline, but everyone called her Caro. She was 30 now, a social worker who came here every year on this date, her grandmother's anniversary. Her childhood had been rough. Her grandmother's house was her only sanctuary. When Eleanor got sick, Caro spent every moment at the hospital. The iPod was her vault of memories. The night before she left for a new foster home, she recorded the message. A desperate act of preservation. The password, her name, the worst day of her life, and the nickname her grandmother gave her, Sparrow. She uploaded the funeral program, then lost the iPod in the chaos of her life. She never expected anyone to find it, let alone follow the clues. We sat for hours, sharing stories, tears, and the strange magic of being seen. The iPod wasn't just a time capsule, it was a beacon. After 15 years, its signal had finally been received. Caro's story was witnessed, her love remembered, and healing at last had begun. Before I left, Caro had an idea. She took the iPod, navigated to the voice memo function. "Let's make a new one," she said, together. She spoke to her grandmother, telling her she was safe, happy, and grateful. Then she handed the iPod to me. I spoke about the journey, the kindness of strangers, and the power of connection. We titled the new recording, August 16th, 2025, We Remember. We made a new playlist, The Sparrow and the Stranger. Songs of hope, resilience, and connection. As I drove home, I listened to our playlist. It felt like a promise. That little blue iPod now sits on my desk, a relic of a beautiful human connection. Our stories never really disappear. They live on in the objects we touch, the music we love, the digital ghosts we leave behind. Sometimes all it takes is for someone to listen, to follow the clues, to show up. Old technology can do more than play songs. It can heal old wounds. It can connect two hearts across time and space, and it can carry a message of hope, waiting for the right person to press play. The end.